Welcome to the Cheer Athlete. This week, I want to give a shout out to all of the high school athletes who are wrapping up their season here in Massachusetts. I know in some places you've already wrapped up, but here in Massachusetts, we just finished states today. I didn't make it to a competition this year, and I do feel bad about that. Whoever's moving on to New England's, good luck, enjoy the ride. Welcome to the Cheer Athlete Podcast, where we bring coaches, parents, and athletes expert tips and advice to help keep cheerleaders healthy, strong, and at the top of their game. Now let's go. I think it's very exciting when states comes around or at this time of year. It's like bittersweet, right? We just sprung ahead and we are looking forward to the future, but it's the end of this season's cheer for high schoolers. And that can be bittersweet, especially for your seniors who are graduating and signing off. I can remember back cheering in high school, and I didn't know it was going to be my last game, we didn't compete when I was in high school. So I didn't know it was going to be my last game or last season because I was planning to cheer basketball and I didn't make the team. That was really devastating, but I still held on to those memories and I still cherish, like now 40 years later, the best times I had, the best memories I had are from cheering, both high school and college. And they created a bond. And so if your athletes are graduating and they're moving on, whether or not you made it to states, whether or not you competed at all, whether or not you are moving on to New England's, or if you plan to cheer in college or not, like the memories that you had from your team will live forever. And I think that's something to be very proud of and very excited about. Make note of it. Write it down. If your athlete is going to be graduating this year, make a special event of it. Cherish the time. Let them go to the banquets and just try to embrace the season for what it is. You worked hard all year. Now's your time to let your body rest and recover. If you're playing a spring sport and that does not involve cheer, that's amazing. You're training your body in different ways. And that's how we reduce our injuries, because we move our bodies in different ways and we don't just keep the same repetitive patterns up. So I highly encourage you to play a different sport in the springtime. Maybe you run, maybe you play softball, get some rotational power in, which is going to help you to twist, or lacrosse, whatever it might be. And then you also form new bonds with different teammates. If you're continuing on and you're still an all-star and you still got a long season ahead of you, keep going, take a breath. Spring is here and the fun times are coming. The hard weather that we've had to miss practices is starting to go away. And you got to keep plugging through and keep strong. You want to stay healthy right through the end. So whether you are finished your high school career or you're continuing on with All-Star, you need to take care of yourself and take care of your body. You need to make sure you're getting rest. You need to make sure you're getting your water. Make sure that you are eating right, that you're getting enough protein and vegetables and healthy carbohydrates and healthy fats to fuel you, to get you through the rest of the season and the rest of the school year. I do think that this time of year for me is, because I am traditionally school-based cheerleading, it's really a transition time. And maybe you don't play another sport, you just take some time to sit and chill and focus on your schoolwork. Novel idea. Whatever that might be. We had our hot water heater broke this week. Luckily, my husband was home because I don't think I would have known what to do. He was home. He called the oil company. They're going to come and fix it. It's all going to be all good. That kind of capped off a really crazy week for me. Mercury's in retrograde and there's chaos in the world. It was just kind of like a really heavy feel to this past week. And so that hot water heater breaking put a tailspin on what my plans were for the weekend. And I was supposed to go away and go see a concert with my friends in New York City. And I said, no, I have to stay home. I have to stay and rest. It just needed to say when. And sometimes you have to do that. I feel much better today because I did that. I'm I was able to make a nice dinner for my husband both yesterday and today. I was able to work on an app for Move Better that's going to have a whole mess of exercises in it and in a separate section just for cheer. And I was able to just decompress and let the heaviness of the world go. I was able to get outside and take a walk because the time changed and it's still daylight out. And I'm beyond thrilled that the light is going to be getting more. I think we need more light in our world and we need to embrace that sunshine. And so when you are able, even if it's just on a Sunday, take that time to refill your body, fill up your cup, let your body recover, and just, know that you're going to get through this. You might have to take that time and have some downtime, and that's okay. It's important in your longevity as a cheerleader. High school cheerleaders, I'm going to encourage you to continue on your cheer career. I don't think you should choose your college based on cheer because you're going to college for a degree and you can get a scholarship. That's great. There's not a whole lot of scholarships out there. I certainly think you should cheer in college and maybe look at the schools and do they have a cheer program? If they are not as competitive as you're used to, maybe you can just go and enjoy the game day. Maybe you just are part of another team. I encourage you to keep cheering in college if you can. And if you can't, because either the skill level is higher than where you're at, that's okay too. There's ways to be involved. You can be a team manager. You can just make friends, right? And you can go to games and you can cheer on the cheerleaders. That's how I started when I was cheering in college. I had no intention of cheering in college. And my friend down the hall had started cheering and she's like, well, why don't you just come and, just check it out and see what it's about. And she talked me into it. And again, changed my life, gave me friends for life, and I had so much fun. And I met many more people because I was involved. Don't rule it out. There are different programs out there that are very competitive and that are not so competitive, but they're still fun and you can still enjoy and you can still be doing the work and the exercise of it to keep you motivated and keep enjoying it. So congratulations to all the teams that have finished and to all those who are moving on. And I wish you all the best in the next couple of weeks. If you go to New England and if you go to nationals, go crush it and have a great time. It's a ride. And if we enjoy the ride, it's so much sweeter. If you want to grab my injury prevention starter kit, that's in the show notes or in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube. I appreciate you listening. If this helped, please make sure that you're subscribed and please share it with someone who might benefit from listening to a little bit of motivation and more injury prevention tips as you go forward. I appreciate you being here. Don't forget, when in doubt, breathe out. Take life one step at a time. You can do anything you put your mind to. And as my friend Drew Kelleher said, feel responsible for your own vibes. Let's go get the day.